Think back to the last time you watched the sun set. Could you verbally convey how this made you feel to another person? Now, how do you feel when you look at this? Can you verbally communicate all of the emotional complexities that you feel when you see these images and how they might remind you of your own life experiences? Do you wonder if our communication methods today cause many of the social issues across humanity? Do you accept that the way you communicate is optimum? More than 5,000 years ago, humans invented writing systems to spread knowledge. This was a technology choice, but all technology can cause harm or do good. Words have limited ability to share and spread emotion. In modern times, we have vastly simplified the ways we communicate. But at what cost? The way in which we communicate, especially written and verbal, is emotionally limited. Some disagree with this statement, so let's take a look at counter-examples. Some of you may be thinking, but what about when I speak with another person and I get a sense of their emotional state? It has been scientifically proven that 70% of human communication is nonverbal. But what about poetry? Poetry only speaks to a tiny fraction of the population and largely as an art form. Often the emotional content of a poem is conveyed by the cadence of the writing rather than the words themselves. There is a musicality to good poetry. But what about rap? The lyrics of most rap songs are not popular in their own right. Music is required to add the emotional layer. Music is excellent at transferring and eliciting emotion. Listen to this. Take a moment to think about how this makes you feel. What kind of emotional response do you get from this music? Now, what about this track? How does this make you feel? It is clear that there is a deep connection between our humanity and music, and that music has a greater ability to elicit emotions compared to the spoken or written word. Think about this. We have distilled down the multidimensional, non-linear complexity of human consciousness into two-dimensional words. In this process, we invented a technology, the spoken and written word, that is excellent at sharing knowledge and providing context. But in the process, we lost most of the emotional content. Now compare this to music. In music, we can transfer and elicit raw emotion, but we have no knowledge or context of that emotion. What if we could combine the communication benefits of both the knowledge and context shared by words with the emotional complexity of music? Like all technologies throughout the history of the world, this technology can do good and do harm. In the case of our communication technology choices, one harm that we are exploring is the inability of the spoken word and the written word to convey emotions.